Today's gonna be another big video. I'm gonna have multiple things in this one. I'm gonna be doing my Halloween haul. I'm gonna give you a DragonCon update. I'm gonna give you a little information on my personal taxidermy and probably touch on Halloween Horror Nights or HHN at Universal Studios Orlando that I am going to this weekend. I will say that it has been like 3 weeks or so since DragonCon, and if you can't tell, I am still a little bit sick. I got sick immediately after DragonCon, and I'm pretty sure I know what I got, and I was down for a while, but I still am just not 100%. I know I'm not like contagious or anything, so that's fine. It could partially be my allergies. I am allergic to cats, and I just got a new cat, but I'm also allergic to dogs and both types of dust, and basically everything, even saline. I reacted to the saline too. Everything but roaches and horses. Basically, the doctors have said, we would normally tell you not to have animals or get animals, but in your case, it really doesn't matter because you're pretty much allergic to the world. Thankfully, my food allergies are minuscule. I have been trying to work on my DragonCon video. I originally thought this was just going to be a DragonCon update, and then I was like, why don't I just do my Halloween haul as well? And then Mulder arrived at my door as well this week, so why don't I just add him to this? I'll go ahead and start with my DragonCon update, which was amazing, but it does just keep getting better every year. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a little recap day by day. Some of the B-roll footage might be interchanged between days. So let's go to DragonCon. I actually went for 4 days this year. I generally only go for 3. But I did go Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and my first time ever Monday. DragonCon was amazing, awesome, even better than I anticipated. I have to say, I think this was probably my favorite year ever. I'm on my way to DragonCon. It is Friday, August 29th. And this is my first day of panels. My first panel actually isn't until 7 p.m. So I can get my badge early and then still walk around and see and do all the cool things before my panel. I'm super excited. It looks like it's been pretty good so far. My first panel is gonna be the A24 panel, which I'm very excited about. And then tomorrow I have 3 pretty big panels, and Sunday I have 2 more. So it is just the start, but it goes by so quickly. Oh yeah, see. Ah! So I'll be honest with you, when I heard of Hereditary, I was like, I have like zero interest in seeing this horrible whatever. That sounds boring. Because, okay, look, like I said, I like some trashy stuff, so I like, you know. And I'll never forget the first time I sat down and watched Hereditary. I was like in my bedroom, and I was like, God, why do people like this? This is so freaking boring. And I was like, well, that's nice, the family, yeah. Oh, well, that's kind of weird. And by the end, I was like, this is freaking fantastic. When she gets her head knocked off, I'm like, this is fantastic. Yeah. Oh my God, what is happening?
Teepees.
Ooh!
In case you need
To make some fangs or something.
Burn them all equally! We are equal opportunity killers!
All of my panels were absolutely amazing. I did really love all of my panels. I feel like they were some of the most fun panels I've been on. I feel like we had so many knowledgeable panelists. The moderators were great. I I really think the horror track just knocked it out of the park this year, and I hope that everyone who came to our panels feels the same way. It is Saturday and day 2 for me for DragonCon, and I am on my way. And as you can see, I did decide to do a little bit of makeshift cosplay. I mean, it's not great. The wig actually just came in yesterday. I got home last night and I was like, thank God I got the wig. I obviously have a big head because this wig doesn't cover my whole head, like, at all. So that's fine. It's really just the idea of the wig. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. And then I tried to do the bride stitches myself, and it did not come out great. It's super not good. She only has them like right here and then around the jaw, and then I don't know. I did what I could, y'all. My first panel today is Blumhouse at 1 p.m. I don't have the Bride of Frankenstein until 4 p.m. And then I have my Lovecraft panel at 7 p.m. So it's gonna be a pretty packed day. It's Saturday. It's always so busy on Saturday. So I can't wait.
Cleveland. I review horror movies, I make horror movies, and I love horror movies. So, okay, this is a tough one. I've got to say, I think my favorite, I start with my favorite Blumhouse movie, and it's got to be The Invisible Man. I loved The Invisible Man. So, I guess I have to say the villain, I guess him. He's horribly evil, and such a gaslighter, and so good.
I'm sure if you'd done a solo panel, it would have been like standing room only.
Oh, you're very good at this. Yes. I'll be like, yes, that's what we'll pretend.
Right.
It makes me feel better inside. I'll have dreams of that, yes. How was it? It was
Chanting.
fun? Yeah. Chanting, yes.
Crystal.
Yeah. I love you. That's sweet. Thank you.
I like all of Rob Zombie's movies.
Me too,
Because I'm a
yeah.
horror.
Yes.
How you doing? Now, I normally don't do videos for free now. Yeah, you gotta pay me some money or some coke.
And I say kill them all.
I'm from Buenos Aires, and you know what that means.
Okay, I love it. I'll take one.
Okay, it's perfect for you.
Yeah, actually, that's my favorite, actually.
I know.
That's perfect.
Day 3, Sunday. Now it's Starbucks.
And the panel.
Our track panel for Clive Barker. This is the cinematic world of Clive Barker. We're celebrating his film work. I guess in that we will dabble into his literary work, but for the most part we'll try to focus on his film work. I just saw you there. Okay. I just looked over and said, I just saw you there. I didn't realize you were there. I was like, well, hi. I was too busy talking to Crystal. I didn't notice that you came in. There you go.
Used to being ignored. So.
Oh no!
I just did it for that noise.
And wow, I will definitely be going back on Monday because the DragonCon swag and seek is amazing. Also, if you are thinking about going to DragonCon next year, I highly recommend getting your tickets now. They are the cheapest that they will be. They continue to rise as the event gets closer and closer. So it's massive. It's full of some really cool people. It's very, very fun. If you watch my channel at all, I have mentioned it multiple times that 2 of my senior dogs passed away earlier this year. Mulder passed away in January, and I had a very difficult time with that. So I decided to have him taxidermied. The weird thing is when I do tend to talk about taxidermy, for some reason, the algorithm really just stuffs this content like down in the ditches. So that might be the case with this, but I figure some of you might be very curious as to what it is like when you actually have your pet taxidermied. So Mulder passed away in January. I did have to put him down. He had heart disease and diabetes and was blind from the diabetes, and we couldn't have surgery because of the heart. And he eventually went into renal failure. At that point, I decided that what was best for him was to not allow him to suffer anymore. So I made that decision, and it was very, very hard. But I didn't want him to be sick anymore. Originally, I was going to bury him, but that day I sat there with him. You know, the vet will properly wrap up your animal and get them ready for burial. If that's what you choose in Georgia, you can bury your animals in your yard. But I realized that I couldn't let him go. So just shortly after I put him in my freezer, the outdoor freezer. Sounds weird, I know. and started researching taxidermists. And I came across a lot of taxidermy places will not do pets because they are concerned that they won't be able to, achieve the proper look with your pet. But I found a place that I felt very comfortable with in Ohio, and they are very, very busy. I had to call to make an appointment, and I believe that I had to wait like a month and a half before I could actually get him in, which thankfully I had him in the freezer, and that freezer in my garage is from my neighbor. And so it's like one of these really old freezers that like create like the frost and everything. So it's like super cold. So it was perfect for him. He was able to be properly frozen for this. And it was time to go to the appointment. I purchased a cooler, freeze-dry packs, and I drove him to Ohio. I did not feel comfortable shipping him, at least this way, because he needed to remain frozen. And I wanted to make sure that he arrived frozen. Now, I didn't feel as worried shipping him back because I knew that if something happened and he got delayed, it wasn't going to be a problem with him not being frozen or anything. Everything was going to be finished. So I did drive him all the way up to Ohio to the Animal Family Pet Preservation, and their process is very, very cool because they use the freeze-dry technique to preserve your pet, which is highly recommended by me. I feel like it is one of the best ways to taxidermy your pet. When it is your pet, it's very important that scale is correct. And with the freeze dry, you get that proper, perfect pet. It is exactly the size of your pet, exactly the look of your pet. Everything is just as you remember, because I've never seen someone's own pet done this way. I've only seen some, but didn't know the pet. So yeah, they look great, but you don't really know how that compares to your own pet. I was still very, very, very nervous. And when he arrived, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of scared to open him. I was really nervous. He meant a lot to me, so I shouldn't be talking about this for. I don't know why I decided to record this first before I recorded the other stuff. I should have done this last. I knew this would make me sad, but I can't explain to you how it felt when I pulled him out and oh my God, that's my boy. Like that, like it's crazy. It is totally Mulder. Like he looks perfect. I love him. Like I can't believe it. I can't believe how good he looks. And it's wonderful. I love it. I love him. I'm so glad. I know that this is a weird thing for some people. I had this dog for 14 years and he was my family. And I guess the hardest thing is, people tend to remember other people, but pets get forgotten. And I didn't want Mulder to be forgotten. So now he won't be. I mean, even if something happens to me, I know there's tons of people out there that love taxidermy. So someone would probably love to have cute little Mulder and enjoy him and just remember him as a beautiful pet. Because he's so freaking cute. He looks amazing. I'm really, really happy with him. And I'm glad that I made this decision to do it. I fought with myself about it. Because it's expensive. But once I saw his face again, and they did such a good job on the eyes. I had a lot of photos of Mulder, so I was able to give them a really good reference of what he looked like, and they had him, every part of him, but they knocked it out of the park. I honestly, I can't believe it. I would highly recommend them if that is something that you choose to do with your pet. And I think that it was absolutely worth it. And I love him. And I love the work that they did. I dropped him off in February, and I only just received him this week. And so it's September. It's mid-September. So it takes it's a very, very long process to do. So just know that it is going to take a long time, but in my opinion, it is definitely worth it. It is like wild to look and see him there. I know it's not him, and I know he's not back. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. But it's just nice to know that I can see him. It's not like a photo. You think you have plenty of photos and that's enough, but it's really not. To see him in 3D is magical, honestly. It's beautiful. I love it. For the Halloween haul, I have kind of racked my brain on how to do this. I know that throughout some of the shopping, I've touched on some of the things that I purchased. I will probably just retouch on those. I also know I'm gonna miss some stuff because I do tend to forget some of the things that I purchased. I know that sounds crazy, right? But I actually try to purchase the items and then use them or put them out as I purchase them instead of just holding them away. I will say the Spooky Town stuff that I purchased, I haven't used yet. I haven't done my Spooky Town this year, so that's relatively easy to see what's new. I'm not going to do it store by store, but with some items I might. For instance, I mentioned Bath and Body Works. I was really not interested in a lot of the things that they had. A lot of it was because of the price, and it was okay, but maybe not compelling, especially for that price. However, they did do their 50% off Halloween for one day, and I did pick up quite a few items. I also picked up some items for gifts for friends. I like to give little Halloween gifts to my close friends, so I did get them several wallflowers, and I did not record them, of course, because I'm super good at this, but I did pick up a few of the Halloween items because they were half off. At half off, I was like, well, it's a lot more compelling at half off than full price. If you missed the one day 50% off sale, I say don't worry too much. I'm sure that they will do another sale probably shortly. Because of this sale, I did purchase the light up ghost jack-o'-lantern pedestal. It's a 3-wick candle holder. Big part of the reason why I got her is because she is so bright. The light is actually pretty amazing. She was normally $50, so she was $25. Honestly, $25, she's glass, she's awesome. I got the glow-in-the-dark Frankenstein hand candle holder. It's also a 3-wick candle holder. It glows in the dark. It was normally $30, I got it for $15. Once again, good deal at $15. It's actually got a really cool look. I kind of like it more in person. I got the black cat 3-wick candle holder. Of course, I think that part of it was because of Mavis. Yeah, probably, most likely, but I do love it. Flocked cat with green eyes and little vampire fangs and then an orange bow. I love it. It's super cute. I don't think you even need to use it as a 3-wick candle holder, so I may just keep it out. I did pick up 3 wallflowers for friends, and I've already given them away. The Frankenstein and then the Ghost Girl wallflower, which I think is absolutely precious. I did pick up the cat wallflower for myself. I'm obviously a cat person now, so, you know, I might as well just embrace that. I guess that's gonna be perfect for Halloween Horror Nights when they have the crooked cat lady scare zone, which I'm pretty excited about. I also got the magical frog 3-wick candle holder. Shockingly, I still didn't get the 3-wick glitter coffin candle holder. It was $100 normally, and it was $50 with the half off. I still just felt like that was too expensive. I don't love that there's a date on it. I think it's neat, and I think it's cool, and I think it's pretty, but it just wasn't worth even $50 for me. I know. I'm not necessarily gonna use it as well for a 3-wick candle holder, but at half off, absolutely. A lot of them are sold out online, but you can still check in store and they might still have them when they have the next sale, which I'm sure will be coming up. Although they did just drop a Disney Villains collection, which is absolutely freaking awesome, and I way overpaid for 2 candle holders, but I loved them. So I guess I should talk about those 2 candle holders that I got, and I'm debating about keeping them. I'm not sure. Should I keep them? Should I not keep them? Because they're quite expensive. I got both of the Maleficent candle holders. One is the shadow box that lights up, super cool, and the other is the castle with the dragon that wraps around it, which is amazing. I'm keeping the glow-in-the-dark pocket bag holder because that's a no-brainer. It's really cool. I love Maleficent. I guess since this is simple, we'll talk about Spooky Town now. So I did buy quite a few Spooky Town pieces. This year I got the Michaels exclusive Monstercade and the vampire coffin, like staking. That was the first 2 items that I purchased right off. I knew I wanted both of those without a doubt, 100%, no question. I knew I also wanted the Nightmares video, but I could not find it anywhere. Well, luckily At Home provided. They actually were selling these spooky sets, which is even better than just the building itself. Now, I do have already the Say Anything pieces of these skeletons, but I mean, I don't mind having another set of them. Absolutely worth it. I like the tree. I like everything about this set. I am super excited. So now I have the cinema, the Monstercade, and the Nightmares. I am very, very, very excited about that because they're going to be perfect together. After Halloween last year, or at least after I set up my spooky village, I purchased quite a few pieces actually. One of them was an alien crash into a home from FG Square. And since Michaels just put their Limax Spooky Town 40% off, I went ahead and picked up the airspace hanger. I love it. It's awesome. I think it's going to be perfect in the village since it's technically a museum, airspace hangar museum, and it'll be perfect with the alien crash house. So it works out for both of those. I need to get more alien pieces somewhere. Some little dudes like walking around. May have to make those. I don't know. I haven't seen any. I picked up a tree or 2. I picked up a couple little pieces. Last year after Halloween, I wish I could remember what all I got. I know I got some of them for really affordable prices because they were 60% off. I highly recommend if you really want to do some Limax, you know, and you don't have a lot of money, wait. Just wait until, you know, after Halloween or maybe even right before. They might put them 60% off. Sometimes they want to get that stuff out because they want to put out the Christmas. But when it's 60% off, you can be sure they're probably all going to go. So at that point, definitely pick them up. Speaking of that, I will be doing a Halloween village this year. I have literally not even thought about it though, but obviously I'm going to do it. It's one of my favorite things to do. It brings me so much joy. It makes me so happy. I would like to do some more work to it. I would like to expand like the water area that I have. Maybe I'll redo all of the resin and everything that I've done for that because I think that would be kind of cool to have it larger. Eventually I'd like to have like a lighthouse, maybe even a beach area. I don't know. I've got so many thoughts. I've got too many buildings now. I can't use them all, but I do like to have like some theming areas. So we'll see. It'll be awesome. It'll be great. Once I get down to that, it'll be fantastic. Shockingly, I didn't get too much from Target. I got some Halloween containers. I went ahead and picked up 2 of the cloth ones that they have and 4 of the plastic pails that they have because they were $3 each, and I really think they're nice looking. This year they came out with a bone colored skull with the same dynamic, and I love it. Now, I will tell you that this is not the best candy holder dish or for much candy, but I'm using it for Mavis's little toys. So most of the holders are for Mavis's stuff. And I have one that I got from HomeGoods for her kitty food. I have another that I got from HomeGoods that I used for medicines. I really do love all of these cloth containers because I can find a use for them, no problem. Really, the bigger the better, but sometimes smaller works as well. Much like the green, I don't even know if you can see it very well, the plastic green skull that I got last year from Target. I did pick up a couple of these for this year. I like the Frankenstein's monster. I think he's adorable. These are affordable. They're massive and huge, and honestly, you probably could put them outside. I don't think that they would maybe last forever, but they're cool. And then the black cat. They also have a witch, I believe, and the witch was very, very, very cool too. Also from Target, I got my Bride of Frankenstein wig. Yay! I only decided to do that cosplay last minute, but it got here literally the night before I needed it. Thank God. And it actually worked out okay. It's not bad. I have a big head, so, you know, I can only do what I can do. I also got Mavis some toys from Target. Boots and Barkley brand is cool and cute. The toys aren't the best. They're not the best. I had much better luck buying some of the toys and items from HomeGoods. I went a little crazy for Mavis at HomeGoods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, maybe a little Ross in there. I got her many toys. I got her multiple scratch pads and homes. I got her tons of wands. I got her little stuffed plushies. I might have an issue. I might have a problem. I just wanted her to have plenty of toys, and she's very satisfied. What's great about her is I was worried that maybe she wouldn't like the things that I purchased from her, but she loves them all. She plays with them all. Now, what I have learned is I put some out and I take them back. One of my very favorite scratchers that I got her is this spooky Starry Night, and you know, she can get in there and it almost looks like she's part of the painting because it has a frame. It's so neat. I love that thing. I got a haunted house, and she can go inside and scratch, or she can lay on top and scratch, which she loves. I did get one more haunted house scratch pad that is put away because she will eventually destroy these for sure, especially as she's getting bigger. She's getting much bigger. She's getting bigger and bigger and bigger every day. So because of that, I am being mindful and trying to prepare for the future so that she can have these cool scratch pads. I got a really beautiful bed that I keep in the kitchen because she likes to follow me around. So when I'm in the kitchen cooking, she has a place to lay down, and she freaking loves it. And it was from HomeGoods, and it was only $17, and I love it. It's totally gothic looking and really awesome. I did get her permanent bed from Amazon. I filled it with way more cushions, but it is a black and red coffin design with a cross, which I love, and it's one of her favorites as well. She digs it. Cat tree, which is also spooky with webs and coffins from Chewy. Chewy has a lot of amazing things. I actually use them for my subscription for her cat food, so I highly recommend them too. They do seem to have very, very, very competitive pricing, sometimes usually cheaper than many other places, and this cat tree is awesome. I love it. I generally don't purchase melamine dinnerware, but I did purchase for Mavis 6 melamine small plates so that she could eat on them, because with how big her whiskers are with the bowls, you know, the cats can get whisker fatigue. So she has these little spooky plates that she can eat on, and it's not gonna affect her whiskers. And she seems to really like it. She seems happy with it, so it works for me. Mavis wanted to come say hi. She's beautiful. She's amazing. She's the sweetest. Look at her. Just letting me. I love you, baby girl. Look at that little girl. Isn't she sweet? She's perfect. Continuing back on the Halloween haul. Look at you, Mavis. Look at that pretty girl. Who's beautiful? That's you, Mavis. Look at you. Most of my purchases came from HomeGoods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, maybe a little bit from Ross. A lot of it is decor items, of course. since I had a flood, I had to redo the guest bathroom completely, and it is done, and I love it, and it's great. And so I was looking for some new guest towels for the guest bathroom, and I found some. I actually got 2 sets. One is vampire fangs, so I have a little bit of a vampire theme going on in the powder room for the holiday. I will probably switch that to something more standard, which is still going to be spooky, but not vampire related. I got a Universal Monsters Dracula picture from Ross that I also hung in there for it as well. And the other set of guest towels that I got are just black and white with the pumpkin. I also picked up some paper guest towels. I like to have those out as well because I know it's kind of weird to use the same towel, hand towel, as everyone else. So I personally like to have the paper towels as well for someone to use. I picked up a few of these because this is the only time that you can get them. I got some spider webs, I got some ghosts, and I got some more ornate, kind of just simple bat design, which is probably the ones I'll keep out for all year. I did get some dinner and salad plates this year. I did order them online. I had seen them in the store, but there were not nearly enough for me, so I ordered them online. They are black and gray ghosts, and then I also ordered the white and gray ghosts, and I love them. I think they're very cool. They're stoneware, they're very simple. I generally don't mix and match, but since they have the same design, not too much of a problem. I kind of like that there's some black and some white plates, and I just feel like they're gonna be really sturdy. It seems like I am purchasing dinner plates regularly because we break them around here for some reason. Don't know why, and once they get broken, I get really irritable because I don't have a full set. I have to have at least 8 at a bare minimum. I have to have a minimum of 8 of each, obviously. Quite frankly, I'm a weirdo and I prefer to have 12 because that's ingrained in my brain, but I never have 12 people I don't even have 8 people that I feed on a regular basis, so I don't know what the big deal is, but no, it must be 8 at least. So I do love these plates. I think they're fantastic. I love the design. I have been using them. They have been washing up well. I have nothing but great things to say about them. And I did purchase them on the TJ Maxx website, and they are amazing. They shipped well. I was a little worried that something was gonna come broken. Nope, perfect, absolutely perfect. Couldn't be happier. I got quite a few art pieces for the walls. I have already had lots of stuff on my walls, but I always like to add to my collection, of course. I got quite a few ghosts. I got some from HomeGoods. I got this ghost from HomeGoods that I really love, and I know it's similar to the one that everyone else really enjoys. This one has a really nice sheen to it though, and it's slightly different. I thought it would be cool if I put a light behind it, and I did actually try it with the tea light, and it would work to just light up that area, but I would have to figure out some way to adjust it and rig it properly, but I bet I could do that. I really do love this wraith ghost sitting at a desk from Michael's that I got. Don't know what it was about it, but as soon as I saw it, it really struck me, and I was like, okay, I gotta have it. That is the one thing, that's one of the first things that I purchased, and I really love it. I got one of the flying witches that I love as well. I think she is very cool. I also got the Starry Night with the Flying Witch. I had to. I think she's amazing. I did pick up the Kiss Mona Lisa, and it works perfect here. I got this Lost Boys piece from Ross. I got a couple pieces from Kirklands. One is a ghost and it lights up, and then there's a haunted house that also lights up, but I don't love that the lights blink. I kind of just wish they were like steady on, but I do love the piece regardless. I also got one of the hanging planters from Michael's, and of course purchased some spooky dark moss greenery for it, and I really like the way it looks. It almost covers up the piece too much, but I kind of like the look of it and the way it's set up. From At Home, I did get the skeleton coming from the wall. I really love it. It goes perfectly on one of my gallery walls. It's cool. I got the bone colored one because my walls are black. So, you know, I need something to pop against them and it's perfect. That was actually one of my favorite pieces I purchased this year. I got quite a bit of greenery from Michael's this year. I made one of those floral circles that hang from the ceilings and it's a little spooky. I did wrap some lights in it, just some battery operated ones that I fixed to it. As I've also mentioned before, I did purchase the cat and the dog from Cracker Barrel, which I love. They're some of my favorite pieces, and yeah, I think they're fantastic. I also purchased the dog and the cat ornaments for a Christmas tree or a spooky tree or Halloween tree, whatever you choose. And from Cracker Barrel, as soon as I saw these guys, I had to have them. It is the Corpse Bride and Groom. They're the shelf sitters and I love them. I think they are so cute and they look precious side by side. So that was a must have for me. There was a lot of really good things at Cracker Barrel and I held back on so much and I'm really kind of proud of myself. Now, if they put things on sale, I don't know. I don't know what to do with myself. I probably won't be able to contain myself, I'm just saying. One of the things that I probably have gone overboard with this year is rugs. Rugs. A lot of anti-fatigue rugs. I mean, I do love these anti-fatigue rugs. I did have these Johanna Parker anti-fatigue rugs in my kitchen that I loved. I had them for like a year and a half and they just need to go. Like they shouldn't be there forever. So it was time to change them out. So I found quite a few and so many, and I love them all, and I don't know which ones are my favorites. So I purchased probably too many, but I will be replacing them as needed and probably just switching them out throughout. So I purchased quite a few. I really like and prefer the darker versions. They had some super cute ones out there everywhere. Burlington had a ton at very affordable prices. So did HomeGoods. One of my favorites is this witches one. That's perfect for all year round, and I will definitely keep that. I really love these because they really do help your feet when you're washing dishes or you're chopping up vegetables or whatever, and you're standing there and you've got these awesome rugs there. Super helpful, super awesome. Highly recommended. I did pick up a bathroom rug for the powder room. This is going to be a Halloween one when I have the vampire stuff out. And then I will probably switch it to just ghosts for all year round because ghosts are definitely all year round. So are vampires too. Who am I kidding? I also purchased one of the 3 ghost Halloween rugs from Costco. I really did not purchase much at Costco this year for Halloween. Oddly enough, for outdoor, I just have not been enticed by anything in the stores, and that is so unlike me. I'm usually like right on top of that Home Depot stuff and the Lowe's stuff, and I feel uninspired or something. I don't know why, and I'm disappointed in myself in a way because I think that there's things out there that are very cool, but I'm just I haven't decorated for outdoors yet either, and normally by now I would. I don't know what is wrong with me with that. I need to get on the ball. And the neighbors are actually disappointed. They're like, so are you okay? What's going on? Well, I haven't felt great, so that's part of it, but still, that should not keep me down from decorating outdoors. I don't have much that's new for outdoors for the front. I did purchase this headless man from Burlington. It's just a small like cement piece, nothing crazy or big or wild. I guess because there's nothing new and fresh, I don't feel as inspired to do it because I'm like, oh, so I can do the same thing like I did last year, which is fine. I do a lot. It's big, but I do like to do something different. And if I don't have something different, what am I supposed to do to make it fresh? I did like the skeleton that you could program, you know, to say whatever you want and move it and stuff. But I mean, that's a small piece. It's not something large, which is fine, but it was also really expensive. Oh, I did like that wyvern. It doesn't really, I have no theme in my front yard, so it doesn't make any sense, but I did like that wyvern. I'm a huge dragon fan. I mean, my tattoo is a dragon, even though it's roses, I've got like a big dragon here too. So I do like that. I need to be inspired. So I don't know what that's gonna take, but it's gonna happen. It'll be fine. There's sometimes like this. There's some spooky seasons like this for me where I'm just like, and then all of a sudden it hits me, and then I'm like, I got it. Now, just because I am not going crazy with the outdoor stuff does not mean that I am not preparing for trick-or-treaters, because that would be a travesty against nature if I was not preparing for trick-or-treaters, because that is really the reason for the season. So I have obviously been collecting things. I've obviously been buying bags of toys and things like that. I did buy some from Walmart, and I still have more to go. Obviously the candy. I'm obviously not going to let the trick-or-treaters down, because that's not okay, okay? That is not okay. It's for the children, y'all. It's for the children. That's what I'm gonna keep telling myself, at least. Even if you're an adult and come trick-or-treat at my place, I will give you something, so I don't care. You're a big kid in my mind, okay? That's fine by me. I have been trying to avoid buying too many sculptures, statues, things of that sort, because I have so many, and I can't put them all out, and I don't know where to put them all, so I am trying to really only purchase the things that I want or will use, and that's hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard. As I mentioned, I got the Bride and Frankenstein dancing, the pink one, the big one. They're amazing. I really love them. They're super cute, and I think they're precious. I really like them. I did purchase the swinging ghost, as I had mentioned. I also got a cloche ghost that is really awesome, and it lights up, and it's very cool, and I think they look good side by side. I purchased some earrings and a ring from HomeGoods that I really love. This spider design, they're amazing, and I love them. I also got a pair of Betsy Johnson earrings, which is a vampire and a coffin. I held myself back from quite a few of them. However, Walmart got me with their earring selection. Since they were only $5 a pair, I think I might have gone overboard because I got several pair. But I do love these Walmart earrings. Oh my goodness. I got a few candles. I got the VHS horror Halloween candle, which is amazing. It smells awesome. I love it. And I also got the Vampire Lips candle. I love both of these. There were tons more candles that I wanted to purchase, but I was just trying to hold off, and I'm like, no, I don't need this many candles. I have so many candles, so I was being good. I got a couple from Bath & Body Works on the buy one, get one free. I did the candy apple cauldron, which is amazing, smells delicious. I'm using warmers for my candles now, and I actually really enjoy it. I think I prefer it to burning the candles. I do like the little firelight though. I will burn a candle occasionally because I need to see that fire. It's lovely. I purchased a few pieces of Johanna Parker. I had quite a few of the items, but I did purchase some of the mugs. I'm trying to remember which ones I had and which ones I didn't, and I can't remember completely. I got at least the candy corn, salt and pepper shakers, and the cat and the ghost salt and pepper shakers. I did get the ghost candy jar, but I know I picked up like 2 of the mugs, and I just don't know which ones they were. I did see the mummy one that I don't have, and I didn't get it, and that's kind of weird for me. I also didn't get the mummy candy dish. I mean, there's some pieces that I let go. Really feel like I have too much already. I don't feel like I have a proper way to display the mugs. Not really happy with the way that it is right now, so until I can do that, I don't want to purchase any more of those. Also picked up a few of the Anna Lee pieces that I like. Like I said, I know that I'm one of the only people that likes these pieces. I have quite a few of her as well. I do really love them, and I actually feel like they go really well with the Johanna Parker pieces. So I think the two kind of go hand in hand because they have that vintagey vibe and feel. But I got a few of those that are new. Got a haunted mirror one, which I think is really cool. A couple of the witches. Oh, I got the vampire. I got the vampire mouse coming out of its coffin, and I put that in the bathroom. Also at Target, they did have their Halloween ducks for this year, which I purchase every year. Obviously, I drive a Jeep now. I can put my Halloween ducks in my spooky Jeep, and I love that. And I also buy them to duck other Jeeps. So I did get quite a bit of those. I do really like them this year. They have a zombie, a witch, a little glow in the dark pumpkin, and then a skeleton ducky. 2 years ago, the ducks were quite a bit bigger, and then last year they made them smaller, and this year they're the same size as they were last year. So I'm glad they didn't go any smaller. Really wanted to find the Disney ducks that they had for $1. They were ducks dressed up like Cruella de Vil and things like that, but those were all gone in mine. Actually, most of the Target dollar spot stuff was gone at my store. Ooh, gone. I'm also preparing for a spooky swap. I got contacted by another YouTuber, and she's organizing a spooky swap where you get another, it's kind of like the Secret Santa, where you get another YouTuber and you're gonna, send them a spooky box, and then you're gonna get a spooky box back. And so I am preparing my items for my spooky person, which I'll make a video on that later. I've already purchased everything for her. I hope she likes it. There's still plenty of stuff in stores. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Michael's has their Halloween stuff like 40 or 50% off now, and some florals in fall stuff is like 60% off. So if you do want something specifically from there, I'd probably recommend going to get it now. But you can probably still relax with most places and shop at your leisure, because I think there's still plenty in stores. We'll be heading to Florida this week on Saturday, September 20th. I'm going to HHN. I am so excited. I cannot wait to be there. And then on Sunday, I'm going to do Epic Universe. So that's going to be super exciting as well. I can't wait. I haven't been to that. And so I can't wait to see the Super Mario World and Dark Universe, of course. I can't wait to try the foods and have the fun and get scared. I've heard so many things about all of the houses at HHN. I am looking forward to seeing them for myself. I know that unfortunately there were some that I was really looking forward to that I've heard are not going to be as great. But, I got to make my own decision. I got to go through them all and see them all and decide for myself. So I will definitely do a video about that. I'm going to record it. It's just how long it's going to take. I am really going to try to get this out. I'm like, ugh, woof, y'all, woof. I need an editor. Have you had your first pumpkin spice latte yet? Have you purchased anything for Halloween? And what are you looking forward to most this spooky season? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, I really do hope that you have the most amazing day, my spooky darlings.